howdy y'all. Welcome back to the channel. It's Nefertiti and I'm back with another video. We're actually doing part 2. So if you haven't watched part 1 already, I'm gonna need y'all to go watch part 1 so you can understand part 2. So we still got Reiko here, and you were just telling us about you going to Hawaii, how you called your friend to
Yeah,
get out of PA.
yeah. So long story short, he ends up talking to his boss and everything got approved, and I'm leaving for Hawaii in June last year. And it was like I was like ecstatic. Um I felt like that was going to be my time to really reap all the benefits of my hard work.
Mm-hmm.
Um and it was a very exciting time. And I used to learn about Hawaii in school, and I used to always want to go there, but I never thought I would. But I ended up going there anyway, which was a blessing.
Right.
Um, so go down there, I'm working and making money like I usually do, getting mass 5-star reviews, and everything was living my best life.
My
And
best life.
right, and just out of nowhere, you know what I mean? One day it was just the wind was blowing super, super hard, um, like hurricane winds, pretty much shut down the power to the whole side of the island. And next thing you know, fire started, um, and that's how it happened.
Like,
Just,
how'd you guys get out of there? Like, what was going on while what was going on with y'all while all this was happening? Like, were y'all trying to escape? Like, what was going on?
um, I was on like the tail end of it, so I'd seen it coming towards me,
Yeah.
but I didn't think nothing of it. Like I like to say that I almost died because of my pride. Uh,
Mm.
because I was just gonna wait it out. I was just gonna just sit where I was at the hotel and stuff that I was staying at. I had my car full of my clothes and stuff like that. I had no intentions on leaving whatsoever. And I seen the smoke in the sky, and I was in my car listening to music, medicating myself. And next thing you know, I see smoke coming closer, and then I go out to the front street and everything's on fire,
Wow.
surrounding me. And then even then, I wasn't going to leave until somebody popped up while I was videotaping the whole stuff. Like I was just going to like survive this fire right in the middle of it.
Oh my
And
goodness.
he was like, anybody in these houses? I was like, no, I'm the only one here, because I was the only one there. I was the last one there. And
Wow.
I was like, why? And he's like, yo, you got to go like right now, or you're going to die, like type situation. And I was like, oh. So it just snapped, like something snapped in me. And I went back to my car. I tried rev my car up. It wouldn't start because I couldn't get gas that morning because the power was out. So I ran out of gas.
Mm.
And meanwhile, I got literal minutes until everything around me gets engulfed in flames. Like it was crazy.
Yes.
I've seen cars go up in flames with no flames around them. I've
What?
heard I've heard people die in houses. I've heard people die like literally waking up screaming because they didn't know the fires were engulfing everything. Because I've heard people die like literally waking up screaming because they didn't know the fires were engulfing everything, because there was no warning, there was no horns being blown. I'm pretty sure you heard about all this the debacle about the superintendents of stuff down there about not warning people when they got fired or arrested or something. I'm not too
Uh,
sure, so but it was a whole disaster, and natural disaster, and it opened up my eyes a lot at that time, because like I could have literally died, like
yeah, heck
literally
yeah.
been literally up in flames, or like I seen this one woman laying on a road. She's charcoaled all up,
Oh,
and people were trying to get out of there, and they were just running her body over, and it was horrific.
that is
It was.
crazy. How'd you get gas for your car? So how'd you even get
I
out of
never
it?
did. I
You
never
never
did get
did.
gas in my car. I literally had to grab a book bag and my iPad that I did all my tattoos on and run as fast as I could away from where I was at.
Wow. So did
So
you guys all have a safety place to go to or anything?
no, a lot of us, like when I started that journey right then and there, I literally walked down the highway for hours. I stopped and slept on a picnic bench, um, just watching everything go up in flames where I was,
Wow.
and fell asleep. And cops woke us up at like 3 o'clock in the morning saying we got to go because it's spreading still. They didn't make any attempt to put those fires out at all.
That's weird.
Yeah, it was just police going in
There
and
was
out of
no
there.
one there. No one at all to put the fire out.
No water tank, no water trucks, no none. The water trucks didn't start coming in until like the second day because I didn't
What?
make it out. I didn't make it out because they had everything blocked off. You couldn't leave or come in with a vehicle. So we had to walk out of the quarantine zone or whatever just to get away.
Wow. So was it you and your friend?
Yeah, well, I was by myself at the beginning, and then
Okay.
ended up, you know what I mean, by God's grace, meeting up with a couple people that I knew,
Yeah.
and we survived homeless on the side of the road for uh, about a week, 2 weeks, until this kind guy took me in his condo, which was none but God right there too, because
Wow.
he saved me from being homeless on the street because I didn't have nothing. Literally burned up everything. I had no money, no nothing.
Wow. So what was that like when he let you into his house? Did he like just he fed
I was
you?
blessed. I was blessed, man. I couldn't thank him enough, man. I owe that man my life for real. I still talk to him to this day.
Wow. That's amazing. I'm so glad I asked you about that because a lot of people are going through disasters around the world. You know what I mean? You don't really get to know the insight of what they're dealing with. We just know what the news shows us. We don't really know like what they're dealing with.
Right. Yeah,
Wow.
yeah. And it was definitely a humbling experience. But then it let me know that I made it through a whole natural wildfire disaster, so I can make it through anything.
Heck yeah. Well, how long did you stay with that guy? Not long?
It's a couple weeks. He ended up leaving, and he had a BMW XI series or something like that that he left me whenever he left.
What? For you to
Yeah,
have?
he gave me a $30,000 car, man, because he just liked me that much, and he was glad that he helped me out.
That and you still got it?
No, I had to leave it there. Um,
Dang. Okay.
it was way too much money to get back to the States
Okay. So
because
how'd you
like
get back on your feet?
5 hours.
What would you say?
Well, it was a 5 hour. It's a 5 hour plane ride from Hawaii to the mainland.
Oh, okay.
So it cost like $4,000 or $5,000 just to
Ooh.
get my car to California, and then I got to drive it all the way to PA.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I enjoyed it while I had it. Um,
Right.
but yeah, just after that, I ended up getting into like Red Cross program and stuff like that. They was helping me out. I stayed in a 5-star hotel along the beach for about a month, 2 months, and I just couldn't take it anymore because I'm just a person that has to work towards something. And then there, I wasn't doing nothing.
Yeah.
The island shut down. There's really no businesses going on. So it was just pointless for me to stay there. And I was worried that I was going to leave and regret leaving because I felt like I was leaving something behind that I needed to accomplish. But when I got here in Maryland, those feelings subsided. So I got a job at this place, this tattoo shop called RX,
Yeah.
uh, and it's been history ever since. Averaging about 2-3 thousand a week. Got my own apartment in about a month.
Okay.
Um, I didn't have no clothes, no shoes. Now I don't even know what to do with a lot of my shoes and a lot of my clothes.
Wow.
And yeah, man, it's just a beautiful thing. So I was enjoying my time of peace as of right now.
Wow. That's man, listen, I'm blown away. I am blown away. Don't call the comeback. You would have never knew. I
Right,
would have never knew. Wow, that's dope. So you just on your way. But you know what? I love how you keep pushing. Like you didn't let that stop. Y'all see that? He done been through a whole tragedy and he's still pushing. Like you didn't let that stop you. Some people
right.
would have gotten like devastated and probably just stayed a little bit
I,
longer.
I still remember to this day, man. It was a time I was sitting on the beach, man, in paradise, thinking about giving up,
Wow.
like that. You know what I mean? But I mean, it's just that's why I say I got a big heart because I don't in those situations I'll never waver. I just can't. It's just something about me just doesn't let me.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't let me at all. Like if I wanted, even if I wanted to, and I tried to quit, I couldn't.
Wow. That's God. You already know. You already know what that is. He put that in you. But that's a part of leadership. That's something you're gonna have. Well, you'll always have with you, but there's something in your life that's coming, that's bigger, and you're gonna need what you have. You're gonna need that strength that you have and the willingness to keep going. Because like
Right.
when you get in a rut, it is so easy to want to just not keep going. You know what I mean? So that's
Yeah.
amazing. That just makes me like smile. Everything's a process, and it's like you're being cooked in a crock pot. People want everything microwave. So even
Yeah. You
yeah,
gotta go the fire become gold.
facts. So you had your own shop before. You didn't
Yeah,
went
I
to
had two.
Hawaii. Oh, you had two shops. Two shops went to Hawaii. You was homeless. Now you done moved, working at a shop. Like, are you looking to have your own shop again?
No, I mean, I've been there, done that. I know what it entails, man. Like, it's hard to be me in a situation like that because I always want to be like close with people and be true loyal friends and family and treat people with respect and you know what I mean we all got the same goal so let's all bring our heads together and make this happen
Yeah,
type situation but it never ends that way there's a lot of I mean there's always going to be somebody that's going to throw off the whole equation because they just don't think that
yeah,
and they people are selfish and only worry about themselves and they want to be the front line guy or whatever you know what I mean but in my realm man I like yeah it's cool to sit here and speak upon all these accolades and stuff like that but I never did it for people's validation you know
hmm
what I mean I didn't go through all those things for me to say, look at me and look what I can do, and you're
right,
still there, you're still doing this. That's not even it. Like I'm just here just trying to live life, man. I want to be happy. Like I wasn't happy early in my life. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to make that happen, like, and take care of a lot of the responsibilities and the people that I care about. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying?
Yeah, but even though you're not here to like be flashy and show the world what you got going on, like I said before, people are still watching you. And to just hear your story, there's going to be people that really look up to that. They might watch this video a couple times, because you can get strength from other people's story. Because
Right.
sometimes people be going through stuff and they think they're the only one going through it. They don't know, like, that this is relatable. And even how you were saying, like, you're the type of person that's genuine. You want to be close with people. You want to, because that's how you move. but that's not how
Right.
the world moves. But like that, even
Right.
hearing that, because I talk to people all the time, like that's genuine, and they be like, "Dang, I feel like I'm the only one around me that's like that," you know. So just to hear that coming
Yeah.
from you is like somebody's gonna be like, "Dang, like I'm not the only one."
Right. I mean, it sucks, man. You know what I mean? Like, especially putting energy into people that you think are going to do the same for you, and really find out that that ain't the case, man. It hurts.
Yeah, it does because you expect for people to be like you.
Right.
One thing I learned is like not to have too much expectations of people, you know, or when you see who they are, believe it, because when you expect more from them, that's when you get your feelings hurt. But at the same time, you still have to learn them to even know, you know. So you might meet somebody and you expected them to treat you the way you treat them, and they might not. So it is hurtful, especially when you care. Like you seem like you have a genuine heart. So
Yeah. And then when you get in those situations, man, you just what I had to learn is you can't beat yourself up over things you can't control, man, because it's just going to make it so much worse.
so true, man. That is so true. And a lot of us, because I can say me too, sometimes we feel like we have to have control. Like, and if it ain't going our way,
We,
we do stuff to make it go our way. And when you try to
yeah,
do that, it makes it worse.
but
Yeah.
that's just like, you know what I mean? Saying God trying to set you up, man. You just like, no, I don't want that way right there. I want it over here.
Mm.
Oh, that ain't your choice.
Yeah. Oh, that is so true because earlier I think I was reading in Proverbs how it says like the Lord's plans prevail. So no
All
matter
right,
what you do, like he's the one that is going to either say it can happen or it's not going to happen. And like we have to let go of control that. And when we do, it's more peaceful. But when you have to have control, it's like anxiety. Like oh, like this has to go this way, it has to go that way. Yeah,
right.
yeah. But is there anything else that you wanted to talk to us about, like about your journey, about tattooing, like?
I mean, yeah, it seems like, I mean, it is a lot because I'm sitting there speaking 38 years of my life in under an hour, but
Yeah,
yeah, I mean, a lot more to come. You know what I mean? I feel
yeah.
like there's a lot more to be done, a lot more to be obtained, and a lot more to show. I ain't done. You know what I mean? I got some plans for the future, and hopefully, you know what I mean, I finally get to the elevation that I want to be,
Yeah.
uh, to be honest. And even then, I'm not going to be content and still move forward.
They used to say the sky's the limit, but that's not even the limit no more. We're going past that.
Yeah, you can never be content in life. You can't plateau in life.
Yeah. Because if you give yourself a cap, that's how far you going to go. So what keeps you motivated? Like, how do you get through? Like, what makes you want to keep going even though you done been through a lot of obstacles?
My kids,
Yeah.
my mom, um, for the sake of everything that I've went through.
Yeah.
Um, every day is just a new day. And I thank God, especially after those fires.
Yeah.
You know, another day for Him to show me what He got planned, and I get excited for it.
That's dope. So, what's your relationship like with God, would you say?
I mean, I don't talk to Him as much as I should,
Yeah.
but we here.
Yeah. I love that you embrace him and you believe in him and that you give God the credit because sometimes I feel like people get so caught up in their own world that they leave God out and it's like you know you couldn't have made it without him like through that
Yeah,
obstacle so
I used to think that way, man. I used to think that I was in control, and
wow.
a lot of the successes that I had that really weren't successes that I thought at the time. Um, it just lets me know all the time that I'm not in control.
Mm.
He is, and whatever happens, um, happens.
Right. You know what I love about God? He'll allow situations to happen to where you literally aren't, you're not in control, and you have to see that he's in control. So ain't nothing you can do. He's the only one that can get you through, get you out of it, and that's where he be showing you that's where I'm God. And that's what I love about him, because it's like even when you're going through a tough time, you are behind on rent or something, and you're like, God, like where are you at? Like I need your help. And it looks like he's not coming through. But at the last minute, you might get someone that call you like, "Hey, it was on my heart to send you a couple $100." You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. So
Right.
he does stuff like that. But yeah,
Yeah. Really put the nail in the coffin for me was after those fires, because
yeah,
I didn't have anything to look forward to. I didn't have any plans. I didn't know what I was going to do. I was totally in the dark,
wow.
totally in the dark. I didn't know what the next day was going to bring.
So all you could do is just take it a day at a time. Like that's it. You don't.
I was just waiting.
Wow. So how was you eating? Like how would y'all get food when you was homeless? Like,
I mean, when we were in the hotels, the hotels gave us breakfast, lunch, and dinner. So I was
oh
fed. I was fed. I just, you know what I mean, just living in a hotel by myself, doing nothing, going
yeah.
crazy.
Nah, I know. I wouldn't be able to do it. I have to
Boy,
find something to do.
all the beauty in the world couldn't wash that away.
Right, right, right. But who wants to just sit around though? Did they have TV?
Yeah, I don't. That's not what I wanted my life to end up as, is being a victim of a wildfire and taking advantage of a hotel on a beach. It's not
Right, take a few pictures and get over it. Yeah.
right.
Wow. But that kind of seems like that's a turning point in your life because you're really young. So you've been through what you've been through, but that wildfire was like a you could have died. That
Yeah.
was you know what I mean? That was like a turning point.
A
Like
lot of
you
people really don't understand that, man. Even my family, man. I want to tell them about it. It's just like they don't feel me.
yeah. Yeah,
Because
yeah,
they
yeah.
wasn't there. They don't really know because like I mean on the news, like it really wasn't a big situation. They just said it was on fire, and they didn't really say people
Mhm.
dying, and you know what I mean.
You know what? I'm gonna tell you something. It really takes for people to see somebody close or go through a disaster like that to understand what people go through when there's disasters that come upon like that. Like that type of stuff is not a joke. A lot of people don't make it out. But I also feel like your demeanor, you have such a like you got it together demeanor where your family probably be like, "Oh, it ain't that serious," but
Yeah,
really
and
it is.
that's the gift and the curse of being a man. Like I'm supposed to just sit here and just take things like that and be cool.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
mean, I am cool, I guess. You feel me? I mean, it
yeah.
is some days, but you know what I mean. Damn, I'm not. I got superpowers, but I'm not Superman.
That's right. But you're a human, but like
I'm not immortal.
right, exactly. Even though you just chilling, because people. Okay, when you're a strong person, people expect that all the time. So they're probably
Yeah,
like, okay, if you say you have a moment where you was like going through some stuff, they're probably like, oh, he's cool because
right.
he can get through. But it's like, no, at the moment, it's a lot to take. It's a lot to take in, and you know what I mean. Like you look back, like, wow, I really survived that. Like you could really
Mm.
write a book for real. You could really write a book for real, because
I mean, it was the fire wasn't the most scary part about that whole situation. The scariest part was just not knowing what I was going to do tomorrow or
yeah.
the next.
What was next?
What's next? Like that was the most scariest part.
Wow. Well, you made it through that, and that just goes to show you. Sometimes in life, you might be going through a dark tunnel, but all you can do is take it one day at a time, literally, and use what's on the inside of you. Make sure you keep God close to you. Ask Him to guide you. You know, you'll make it
Mm-hmm.
because we all have those moments.
I didn't. If I didn't, I would probably been roaming around in that dark cave still to this day.
If you didn't have the mindset you have, I'm telling you, you got a strong mindset. Yeah, like if you were to have a mindset of like, man, it's doomed. Like there's no way out. You know, you was like, nah, I'm gonna make it through. Like if ain't no way, I'm gonna make a way. Like nah. So how'd you get home? Like you how'd you get
My
back home?
foster my foster parents paid for my plane ticket back here.
That's dope. That's what's
Mhm.
up. I'm proud of you, man, and I'm happy that you are on the rise, you know?
Thank you very much. I appreciate you, man. I'm proud of you too, man. You know what I mean? We both came from the same area and
Yeah.
in our different avenues of life. And you're doing I like to think that you're doing very well for yourself too.
Yeah, yeah, we came from, but you know what? I was a part of our environment for a while. You know what I'm saying? I had to learn, like, but I always knew, even though there were certain things I did and I involved myself in, I always knew I didn't want that life. So I'm like, I'm gonna use what God gave me, and I'm gonna keep thugging. You
Right,
know, and
right, right,
it's a process. Like everything's a process. It don't take. It's not overnight. But if we keep going, we're gonna see what we want to see. So you know.
right.
But I'm definitely
Mhm.
rooting for you. I'm praying for you, and I'm excited to see where God takes you. So hopefully, the next time we do an interview, I'll be further in life, and we'll be in person. All
Yeah, yeah, most definitely, most definitely.
right, y'all. So I'll make sure that I put his social media on here, so that way you guys can go ahead and check him out. Check out his tattoos on Instagram. He's dope, and check out his Facebook and everything.
Be on the lookout for some musical endeavors too.
Oh, that's right. You did say that. You make music. Okay, we're gonna definitely be on the lookout for that. And you sing.
Yes,
Yes.
harmonize, rap. You know what I mean? I'm a jack of all trades.
But
I'm 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 very very I'm not conceited. I'm confident.
I know that's right. I was just going to say that. I know that's right. But you're supposed to be confident in yourself. You're supposed to believe in yourself. That's how you're going to be, so you can get to where you're trying to go to.
Yeah. So yeah, just be on the lookout for that.
Okay.
Putting some energy into that stuff.
Y'all make sure you follow my boy Rayko on Facebook and on Instagram. And make sure y'all stay tuned. If you haven't already, make sure you guys like and subscribe. Be sure to join the team and be sure to comment. I love y'all. God bless y'all. Stay tuned.